In the 800th year of the new galactic HFY calendar is when we first met the humans. We had heard rumors from a few neighboring species about them, though not much else. We discovered a world they control soon after sending out a colony fleet to a known habitable planet, discovered some years ago, and due to political and military problems, it had never been colonized sooner. You'll of course know the outcome by now, as peace talks are already underway. I simply wanted to inform those of my experience in the matter. I am Balik Diek. I was a marshal of the colony fleet Desire. My job was to protect the fleet from any and all danger, along with the other marshals. This is my story, and warning. When we arrived at the planet, we were shocked to discover it had already been occupied by humans for some time. Initial scans showed only a single ship in orbit above the planet, so we attempted to make first contact. The smaller vessel sat motionless above the planet, its grey metallic hull dull and almost drab standing out on our monitors. I ordered my ship alone to fly near it for faster communications. After a few nails, we were next to it. We halted about 9 cows away from the vessel, close enough to read the name on the side. The writing was obviously alien to us, and we had no way of reading it at the time. We tried once more hailing the ship and sending a language package to them. This time they responded, and to our surprise, in our own language. This is Captain Alex Jerez of the Lone Hope. On behalf of the United Worlds Coalition, we bid you welcome to New Halka. I smiled. Well, it's good to see they're a peaceful people, I said. Tell them we are happy to make their acquaintance. Suddenly, my tactical officer began shouting something. What is it? I asked. We have an incoming object from our starboard side. I sat up in my seat. Evasive maneuvers! It was no use, however. The object slammed into us, causing our ship to malfunction, and the emergency power to kick on. All stations, report! I yelled. They all gave the okay, save for communications, which had apparently malfunctioned. The tactical officer began yelling once more. Sir, our other ships have opened fire on the vessel. I jumped to my feet. What? I could only watch as the human ship returned fire and managed to destroy one of ours before exploding. I collapsed down into my chair. Time stretched out before me, feeling like an eternity, when the comms officer pulled me back to the present. Sir, radio has been re-established, the comms officer stated. They want to know what kind of weapon knocked out our ship, and if we are in need of repairs. I froze. What had the others done? Before long, the humans had cried for blood, and reinforced the system, and our fleets had moved in to try and take it. All the while, I had tried to explain the accident to higher authorities, but they refused to believe me. I was labelled a coward. Unless I chose to fight, my title and position would be stripped. I did what I had to. I fought. In that one standard human month, we saw their ferocity and power. Though at the end, I still have nightmares of the one power the humans showcased, the true power they wield. I once more commanded my ship to help hold the humans back. Their destroyers wreaking havoc on the lines, while our great capital ships and Castros-class battlecruisers pushed them back. Then we all saw it. We had just defeated another human vessel when the largest warp signal any of us had ever seen appeared on the scanners. A tear in space gave birth to 2 of the largest ships I had ever seen. I have learned now these are called in the human tongue dreadnoughts. Without mercy, they began decimating our frontline forces with relative ease, and pushing us back. Then, it came through. Like a great Leviathan, it slowly emerged, ripping the hole open even further. The thing was the size of a small moon in its length, and with the forearms jutting out and almost reaching the bow of the great vessel, they gave the width needed to seem as wide as one. Its angular hull shining in the light of the local red dwarf star, seeming like a demon clawing his way out of hell. I was brought out of my stupor by our flagship, Righteous Might, ordering all ships to target the largest of the new enemies. The full might of all our fleets hitting it, causing a flare-up of its shields, creating the illusion of a new star, and to everyone's horror, they had held. Then came the broadcast on all channels. The voice held authority and anger. This is High Admiral Larsa of the United Worlds Coalition ship Iona to all battle fleets in this sector. Everyone is to cease hostilities immediately, and to all Hyoshin Vash fleets, I plead you to stand down or you will be destroyed. I was stunned, but the righteous might ordered everyone to keep fighting. I ignored that order. I was not about to fight that thing, and I'm glad I disobeyed that order, because in a single instant one of our greatest ships was gone in the blinding light of that monster's main weapon. The battle had ended there, as no one else dared to test the might of the Iona. I plead once more to listen to me, and the humans. We couldn't beat them. We had tried. Now is the time for peace. I only hope you all heed my warning. Note: I managed to find out more about the ship that was the catalyst of this pointless war. The Lone Hope was a frigate donated to the colony for protection, and as a gift for the founder of it. And the object that hit us had been a simple satellite. To the crew that lost their lives, I am sorry for the actions of the rest of the fleet that day. May their souls find peace.